Theater is a very popular program at HHS, filled with great mentality and hard work. Insight from the director and some actors tell what it is really like. The director and producer, Mr. Jeff Hudkins, describes how he hosts auditions and decides who is best for certain roles.
It's not difficult. The audition process for me as a director is not difficult because I have an idea in my head what I'm looking for. I just have to hope the right student walks through the door and demonstrates that. But you have to see a lot of people, listen to a lot of people, and then I always go home and think about it for a couple of days, and then something just sort of sets and everything falls into place usually.
In the HHS production of Greater Tutor, Mr. Hudkins describes how supporting roles are important and how all plays' character selections can be very different.
Okay, this show doesn't really have any stars. It's what we call an ensemble piece. Everybody contributes to the success, as opposed to like last fall when we had diviners. We had Ryan in the lead role and Brady in the lead role. This show is more about everybody supporting one another, so there's not really any lead or starring roles.
Auditions to opening night can be a very stressful and tedious period of time. Mr. Hudkins and actor Rachel Rodriguez explain their process in preparing for the show and how long it takes.
Normally it's 6 weeks, but it depends on the show. The show we're working on now, it's pretty simple staging, but it's a lot of new folks, so it's more like 10 weeks for this show. But we're only rehearsing like 1 day a week, so. We've started the third week in school, so the process is about 2 months into this show, and then we open.
Just really reading over lines, and again, just seeing like what the objective of my character is, and just really work on developing my character and just practicing that in rehearsal.
Ms. Rodriguez and actor Dalton Kindig describe some of the biggest struggles of being an actor.
Trying to really connect with your character and really feeling out, like when you're looking over the script, like who your character is and how can you best perform that character to the audience.
For me, it's memorizing lines because I have really bad memory and it's just a lot of stuff to get used to, and weird language too through learning a weird part, but also trying to get used to what it is being an actor, because I've never taken a theater class, and I'm just kind of just there. Yeah.
Now Ms. Rodriguez describes what rehearsals are like from her point of view.
They're so much fun. They're really organized, and you get to just hang out with some of the coolest people at Hedgesville High School. So.
Mr. Kindig describes what the best part of being a thespian is to him.
Best part of being an actor, for me, it is being something that I'm not. Because I like acting like country folk. I like acting like an Egyptian. I like acting like random people. It's like Halloween, pretty much all the time. Yeah.
Now Mr. Hudkins and the actors describe what influenced them to be a part of theater and what makes it all worth it.
Just to try something new and get out there. Theater wasn't something I planned on doing, so I just wanted to experience something new and just add something to the high school experience.
What influenced me? Well, I didn't really want to be an actor. I just wanted the audition experience because I like to audition more and more, so I become more comfortable with it. And as time goes on, I get more relaxed for auditions, and I'm not as freaking out. But so far, I just auditioned for the fun of it, and then I got in, and I was like, okay, I'll just do this instead. And so that was last year. It was my first show.
Everything about live theater makes it worth it. It's just the adrenaline of performing and seeing these kids get up in front of a live audience. It's a feeling you have to experience because it's just like nothing else.
For me, it's the experience, like, of being in theater and being in a production and all that goes into it, and all of also the audience, like Rachel said, and all of them. Just seeing Mr. Hudkins happy and seeing everyone so happy at the end of it, even if it was a really bad show and we messed it all up, at the end it was just like, thank goodness it's over. It's just a lot of relief at the end.
Probably at the end of the show when we all stand at like the end of like the stage and we all just we just see the audience clapping, and like sometimes we get a standing ovation, and just seeing that and knowing that you did it with your family is just so rewarding at the end.
Mr. Hudkins and all the members of the theater department work hard and love what they do. They want to encourage the students and faculty of HHS to come to the show and support them and enjoy the show.